Hi everyone. Today I was just going to talk about doing crochet work in the round but in stripes. Now whether you're working in continuous spirals like you often do in little amigurumi figures, or whether you're doing joined rounds where you begin the round with a chain and then join it back again as you come round and then start the next row with a chain. Either way, you often end up with these jagged joins, this little staggered effect where the little rounds join, and they can look a little bit ugly on the back. You've got these beautiful stripes and then you get that effect. Now one way you can cure it, and this is what it would look like with this method, and you still do sort of get a little bit of a slope, but I think you'll agree that the top half here looks a lot nicer than this bottom half, and it's really easy to do. And all you do as you come round ready for the next row, I'm doing 2 rows here, so 2 rows of red, 2 rows of brown, so I've come round here ready to do the next stitch in the red. So you just go in as normal as if you're going to do the stitch in the colour, but instead of then pulling it through, while you've still got your 2 stitches on the hook, just hold that yarn out of the way and bring in your contrast colour. It's a little bit fiddly to hold it to camera, but bring that up there and then work that stitch and finish it off. You might just need to pull the yarn at the back just to keep that stitch taut. Now your next stitch, do as a slip stitch. You're just working the next stitch is normal, but instead of doing your double crochet or single crochet if you're in the US, just do a slip stitch. Don't keep it too tight because that will still be your stitch as you come back round again. It'll still be your first stitch, so that's a slip stitch, and then just carry on as normal and carry on around the round, and then when you come back, that slip stitch there is still your first stitch, and you will just work into that as normal until you come round ready to change for the next colour change. So I'll just show you that again. It's really easy, and I'm sure once you get into it and understand what I mean, you'll agree that it does make this nice less staggered edge on your crochet work. So I'll show you again. You just work half the stitch. Don't finish it off, leave the 2 stitches on your hook, bring in the new yarn, finish the stitch, then a slip stitch into the next one, so just slip it through, then carry on just as normal, and it's as simple as that, and that's how you change the yarn at each colour change. Now if you're working in continuous rounds, that's in continuous rounds, and if you're working in joined rounds it's a different method, so I'll just put those to one side. And this is working in joined rounds, and as you can see this one's a little bit flatter, but hopefully you can see that this is a join here, but I think you'll agree you can't see it that well. It doesn't stand out in the work, and this is really easy to do. I started the round with 1 chain and then continued round, and when I've come back here the next step is to join with a slip stitch where that marker is, then do 1 chain again and then do the round, the next round. So what we're going to do now is just take the hook out of your work, remove the stitch marker that marks that first chain, pop your hook into the chain. Now just put that loop back on your hook. You might just need to pull the yarn a little bit, not too tight. Now bring in your next colour and bring that through that loop and through the marked stitch, and then do your 1 chain as normal, and then carry on around the row until you come back round again. And that's changed the colour, but it's kept that the stitch, the colour change just at the back, because that's quite often the little stitch that causes this staggered look on the joins. So I'll just show you that again. I hope you can understand what I mean here. It's really easy to do. So this was the mark stitch there. So I've come back to the mark stitch, put in the hook, having just let go of that loop, taking it off the hook, pop it back on at the back there, bring in the new colour, which is the white, which is somewhere there, here it is. Bring it through the loop and that chain from the start. Do your one chain, or however many stitch your pattern says, and then carry on as normal on the round. And that just gives you the join with not too much of a staggered effect, keeping those nice little stripes. Hope that's helped. I hope you understand what I mean. If not, do ask and I shall try to help. Perhaps try and help explain it a little bit better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.